on the Yogscast.
Live on the internet?
No.
Live on the internet. Howdy,
On the
folks.
internet.
We're playing Murky Divers. And we're just waiting for our fourth to get back. They are currently restarting their PC. Whee! I have no idea what we're doing or how we're doing it, but this is already— I love how we can just float things and just— Whee!
Listeners, like, oh my god.
Yeah, you can get some real speed on those.
How do you do that? Oh, you just got to like dash forward at the same time.
Yeah.
Ah.
Whee!
Oh my god.
I'm noticing we have an oxygen meter at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
And assuming if that goes to 0, bad things will happen.
Possibly.
Yeah, sounds plausible.
Then again, we might not be human. We might not actually need oxygen.
Then why would they give us it?
I don't know. False pretense.
Whee! Alright, so I'm very excited for this.
So we have to buy some of this stuff.
Do you think?
I'm assuming glow sticks would be. I mean,
One-
I don't know if 150 is like everyone 150 or
We could get—
individual.
Oh, surely it's everyone. If it's any similar
Probably.
to...
So do we have to type in the number then? I guess.
Yeah, I assume so. Oh, I love how there's a little cart! So maybe we could swim around with the cart. That's so cute.
I'm not expecting this to be any better.
Oh no,
It is better.
that sounds amazing now.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
you sound great.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, it works.
So the trick to it was I did
Yeah, sounds fine
nothing
to me.
and I restarted my PC.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's sometimes all it takes.
That tracks. Alright, what are we buying? Let's
Right.
buy our stuff and then let's figure out where to go.
Where's our money? How do I know how much I have?
It's here. It's this thing here.
Oh. Okay,
With-
so I assume that's global, 150.
Y'all, I
Yeah,
think
so
we
we can
have a
buy-
problem.
What's the
Be
problem?
careful,
Already.
police is listening. Are we
Fuck the police.
criminals? Oh, yeah, true.
Who cares?
Oh yeah. Don't get caught by the police.
Don't get caught by the police. Oh shit.
Retrieve body parts and shred them to destroy evidence.
So,
Oh.
Let's see.
I don't want to press anything.
Police submarine. Oh, experiments.
Oh,
Is
no.
anything coming up on the sonar?
Are we moving?
No. Not seen anything. Expedition, bad or good? What the fuck? I'm not seeing anything. I don't know if it's a way to.
Dolphins
So I don't know if
mean...
I don't know if we're moving at all.
I think we're just turning.
Yeah, I can turn us.
We're not moving.
Just go in a
on the
direction.
Sonar.
Well, I don't have a forwards.
And you press W.
Maybe that. Oh, maybe the forwards on here on the side thing.
There's a CD
Next to,
thing
on the
there.
right. Down there. I think you hit that.
Oh, we're moving, we're
Oh, yeah.
moving. We're doing it.
So I can
Right.
control forwards and backwards. You
I
control
can do
left
side
and
to
right.
side.
Oh,
There is
oh.
a noise level. So I can just go full beans.
Wait. Experiments. What are you doing?
Beep, beep. So, do we need someone on the, like...
I'm trying to match the
Oh, do I
sonar.
have to be on another one?
Oh, there's like
Yeah.
B2 and U1. Yeah. So you tell us where those are,
Right,
and then
okay.
we go towards it.
So we need to do a swift westerly thing. It's straight 180 almost. Going
Oh,
90 degree north.
dolphins! We're near dolphins.
Keep on going,
Good.
keep on going. Keep
We
going.
want money.
I'm keeping going.
Whoa.
So, whatever this B2 thing is moving behind us.
That's dolphins.
Alright,
Oh.
okay. And then we've got
So what
U1,
else
which is
is
straight
there?
ahead of us, but that's also moving.
Yeah, so if there's something important and we lose sight of it, tell me to do a hard turn because they're in our blind spot.
I'm trying to understand this. There's like
So it looks like you got to match what the thing is.
police squad.
God?
God is here!
Police squad.
Police god?
Oh, let's go away. Don't go towards that. Go further away. I have a noise level on mine, so we're currently in stealth with this
Yeah,
speed,
Okay.
but we can go faster.
Whatever U1 is a police squad.
Oh, right, okay. There's a new one coming into view far left, which is L6.
L6, okay.
That's directly south.
Oh, experiments!
That's
Yes, we
near
want
the
that.
police
We want
squad.
that. Oh.
Okay, 90 degrees
Hit
southwards.
that south. Yeah.
And then straight forward, baby.
Hit it.
Full speed
Lord.
ahead.
Let's
We've
go.
also got T2 to our west.
Be
40
careful.
knots.
There is a police squad near this one.
Yeah.
Slightly less knots.
Okay, we're in the circle now, vaguely.
Okay. Are we about there?
Just if we were to turn westerly, it's moving, or are we moving?
Hard west?
We're moving.
Right, okay. Keep her going. Keep it going west.
Hard west?
I think that's moving. This L6 is moving, by the way.
We're
that's
not
meant to be
moving
the-
anymore. We've stopped moving now.
Yeah, these things are still moving away from us. All of them are moving actively.
We need to get to the
So
L6.
we need to catch it then.
Right, okay. So
So
we need to go
are
now
we-
north and fast.
North.
That's
Straight
very
ahead.
good.
Slight. You could probably turn it a couple of degrees west. That'll do. Now north.
We go max speed.
North. And we're
Else-
basically right on top of it.
L6 is no longer
So what do we do?
matching.
There's T2 next to us as well. Oh my god. We just got rammed by something.
I think we got ran by a Leviathan.
Oh, that's lovely.
What is this button? What does this do?
Are you sure you want to go out there right now?
Well, I don't know what we're doing.
We need to
This doesn't
gather.
work. Okay. How do we
Did
get
we
out?
buy anything?
No.
Well, we don't have any money.
So,
Someone bought something.
That sounds normal. How do we like?
Oh god, not again.
Oh, how do we...
Should we
Right
not be
there.
here?
We get
We
attacked.
shouldn't be here. I
Full
think we
speed
should.
ahead.
I don't
We're
think
leaving.
we should be here.
We're leaving.
I think we
How
should
are we
not
leaving?
be here.
I'm going.
Okay.
Whatever that thing is, yeah, it's not our friend.
Can we find something that's not going to try
Oh,
us?
there's a. Hold on, go slightly northeast. There's a massive compassy thing. That's right, okay, stop. Slightly north. There we go, straight ahead. And then there's like a little area with sort of like the loot anchor, a wreck expedition, it says.
Oh, that's what we want. Yes.
Ooh,
So
okay.
whatever L6 was, we were chasing something that was alive and probably wants to hurt us.
L6
Oh,
is
is that
still a
maybe the
pile
big
of
squid?
experiments.
L6
That
is
sounds
very much
bad.
alive then. Stop
Are
now,
we-
we're on top of it.
Okay,
So can
let's
we
try
then
and
open
get
this
out.
up?
Oh, is that how we get out?
Yes, we can.
Oh!
Interesting.
I like that.
8
Oh.
Okay,
minutes.
so we got 8 minutes here.
Oh, look.
How do we get out?
Oh, that's the disposer at what?
Oh, we just let them be. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Go.
Thanks.
How do we
Yes.
get
Things
out?
in the net. What
Uh,
do we do?
oh yeah, SAS door.
I guess.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So I think
Sweet.
we're supposed
And then
to be...
punch
we're
it.
supposed to be stealthy.
Nice. There we go.
That's why there are the emotes.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
So you can sort of go faster by spamming space, I think.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
Right, so we got 8 minutes here.
Oh,
I think we're supposed to be a little bit quiet. That's why we have the email.
How do we
Shh, shh.
get in?
I can punch it.
Okay.
There are doors over here.
This is terrifying, y'all. I can't see anything. Oh, trash!
I found a body.
You what?
That's useful. There's something by the entrance.
Oh shit! There's a guy here.
Oh.
This
What
guy
do you
be
mean?
following me. Don't. There's it's like a big jellyfish whale thing.
Oh,
Teeth.
yeah. I saw that as well. Hi.
Yeah, it's following me.
Is there another one? I think there might be another one.
Yeah.
Y'all. Where did you go? Please don't leave me.
Oh yeah, he's down here. He's down here with me. Oh shit!
Oh, that's on you. Okay.
I'm punching its ass! No! Help me! Help me!
What the fuck's going
Help
on?
me! Please! Please help me! Please! Help! Help! I'm dying! I'm dying! It's eating me! Help! 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 Please! Oh my god! Please! Kerm!
No, I'm gonna be honest. Whatever's going on over
Kerm!
there,
No, please!
Oh
I'm
shit!
I'm
being
gonna
slowed
die!
down.
I'm gonna die!
Gonna like not deal with that.
No! Why would you do this to me? This is what happens with unconsensual fisting without Crisco. Remember me! Tell my story!
No. Where's he open? Is he on top?
To the left.
Oh, here. Oh.
Always bring Crisco.
Make my way downtown, swimming slow. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Is everything okay in there?
Okay, well, I'm gonna buy a second. Don't get cold though.
No idea what he's saying.
Kerm's
What's in here?
gonna die! Kerm!
Yeah, I swam into a sea mine.
Yeah, and then you got
Okay.
eaten by the thing
Huh?
that killed me.
Yeah. So, the only way out was blocked by a sea mine. It wasn't there when I got here.
Damn. The salmon has been avenged.
I think there's nobody over here, isn't there? What's that? Ooh, what's this?
Ooh, look at the plant.
It's got like eyeballs. Ooh, this is like an energy core. We're in radiation
I
here.
love how Frow's just talking
wonder.
out loud to himself while there's
Yeah.
like monsters around that are
That's
attracted
nice.
to the sound
Oh my god, there's fucking. Oh,
for the
okay.
content. Oh, I do not
This
like
is good.
this. Oh,
Oh, we go further down. I'm gonna die doing this.
Oh, I do
Where
not
am I?
like that.
How far down can you go? Jesus.
No.
Oh my god.
I very much dislike the vent
I
thing.
guess that's like
Oh
food.
god.
Yeah.
My
Mm,
claustrophobia.
That's mine.
I'm gonna need some hand holding.
I'm not like claustrophobic, but cave diving is scary though.
Do they see the time at the
I'm gonna
sides?
go back here because I haven't got much still left.
Yeah. I think that's
I think there's a big frog just went into that middle area.
I'm in the middle area.
Oh dear, you're about to die then.
Bubbles, go.
Run! Swim!
A lot. Oh, just 2 minutes. Okay.
There is a big thing coming. Look at that. Is that the police?
Yeah, you need to get out.
That's a starfish.
That's the police.
Go,
you
get
seen
in, get in, get in.
Oh, okay, we're going. We're actually going.
Have you seen
Yeah.
our fellow people?
No. No, I haven't.
Okay, awesome. Where do we put this shit?
They should,
I'm guessing in the
start
grinder.
going.
There's a
What
They
police.
grinder?
should get going.
They
this
should be
grinder.
need to go!
Right here.
They,
Just go!
Yep.
be in a hurry.
Is it
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just run.
Oh my
Start the fucking engine.
Start the engine
hell, that was
and
what
go!
we were meant to do with it. I have no idea otherwise. Hold on, can
Start
I swim
the
out?
engine and
Oh,
go!
We should like leave.
Yes!
Is this button?
Yeah, go into
No
submarine
shit.
mode.
Oh my god!
Paycheck.
We were screaming the whole time to just fucking go. There was just
Well,
a
now we
police
know.
ship just showing up.
Oh, right,
Oh,
okay.
that's the police. Okay.
I assume so.
Yeah,
I mean, we
police
made money.
colors.
We got $300.
Kerm and I got eaten by a jellyfish and no one came to save us, so...
Hmm.
I heard someone
Well,
like
that's
right next to me. Like they were very close.
I think there's a thing to do with the net. Did we need to open the net so we can put stuff in it?
Maybe?
Really?
I don't know how you
maybe that's an
we do that
upgrade.
though.
Because it says net here, but I couldn't put anything in the net last time.
Can we like we can buy a shopping cart now?
Ooh, nice. That might be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I found some
close.
a finger
Don't think
barbecue.
we have to wait until we're in wreck mode.
Okay, so thought process.
Tasting.
Mm-hmm.
Light.
Yeah.
How much money do we have again?
310.
310.
Yeah.
I
We
think.
started with 150, right?
Yeah.
Laser cutter and some lights.
I wonder what the laser cutter might do. Maybe there's like specific doors that you have to break down, which would mean
Probably.
rarer loot.
Are we feeling cart?
Ooh, or a card. Oh, a card sounds smart.
Can't just say it's like just fill
It's the most
it
expensive
up
thing.
and then
Do it.
yeah, cart and then lights, I guess.
Yeah. You
64.
can get one glow stick.
How do I type this in?
60.
Yep, that'll do.
And then E.
On it.
Oh.
Oh.
Did we get it?
Flashlight. Oh, we can afford it.
That's
One
like-
flashlight.
Oh, we
More
can.
stuff.
Oh,
Did you go-
oh!
Oh, there's
There's-
more stuff. Oh, station upgrade was one of them.
There's a flashlight module. We can
Body
afford one.
parts detector module.
What is this?
Grappling hook.
I
What's
guess
that very bottom one?
upgrades.
EMP module.
Maybe we should.
Get
Damn, that's
flashlight.
expensive.
So
What's the flashlight module? Oh, wait, that's how we get in the shower! We're modifying ourselves!
Oh. Oh.
Oh, okay, I'm in here now.
Let's try
No
it.
module detected. Yeah, so there are no modules.
66.
66.
Oh, you
Port.
inserted.
Ported.
Okay.
And then
And then you gotta put it.
Get,
then you gotta
someone insert
pick it
that.
up.
Put it up your ass. Go on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone's
my God!
helping us.
Oh, you can peep in Tom. Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
private.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Come on
I
out.
put it in the thing.
Show your
with
best
the
self.
flashlight.
Come on.
How do I get out?
You punch
That's
it.
how I get out.
Oh, you
okay.
do. Oh my.
Perfect. Hero
Wow.
flashlight.
Yo.
Yes.
Okay, we need more of those.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Already,
Great.
Someone can't get it.
Do we want the
It's
cart
fine.
or do we want flashlight modules?
I mean, if you die, do you lose the module?
I assume
Well,
so.
that's something to test.
What's this?
Wait,
We
Let's
can
not get
afford
cars and
one
then
car
test
and
it.
one flash. Oh no, we can just afford the car. Get the
Is
car
this?
Yeah.
I think, well,
then. A station upgrade
Oh,
CD.
these are just
Live
things.
police.
Oh, the
I think-
CD
I think
things
the
you want to put in
flashlights-
here.
Oh,
think the
is it music?
Lights are better.
No, the CD things. There's like
Okay, but hold
areas
on.
down
Yeah,
here.
down here.
Well, each area has a CD that you can plug into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
The fuck? What's that?
Okay,
oh, you can
Oh,
take it
can we
off.
just... Can we...
Yeah.
what do we
Oh.
actually want?
I
I
say
say
go for the car.
cart.
Card?
The cart sounds
It-
fun.
You can only bring back one thing at a time or store one thing on your back. But I'm guessing if you have the cart, you can take like 3 or 4.
Okay, let's do the cart then.
Super valuable.
Oh my god.
It's got little
So
propellers on the
so
bottom.
this has eight slots on it.
That's
Oh,
huge.
yes.
Oh,
That's
fuck yeah.
game winning.
Who's taking the flashlight?
Who feels like they're not gonna die? How do we...
Sean.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Neither of us have a great track record of not dying.
Yeah. Stick it up your ass, Sean.
Also, I can't help but notice we have GTA, like, wanted level.
Use the Crisco.
Oh god, how do I turn it on?
Holy shit, that's a whole projector on your head.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you looked like. All right, are we ready to find more stuff?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
I'm getting
What's
to my
the sonar
station.
card?
There's nothing around us at all.
Going.
Right, so we can start.
Going
yeah,
up to
just start
10
moving.
knots.
Send it.
I'm gonna send it.
There's
40
something
knots.
to our east currently.
Pile
I'm
of
gonna avoid it.
experiments 01. No, wait, that doesn't
Yep.
match. What is it? What is
01
that?
is a
No.
pile of experiments. U3 is to our north.
No, 01 is experiments, just experiments.
Gonna
What's the
slow it
other
down a
one?
bit.
U3
U3.
to our north. Or north.
North. You wanna go north?
No,
I'm just, me and Mousie here.
That is a police submarine. U3 is a
Right,
police submarine.
opposite from police. We can go head south.
South?
Straight south.
I'm looking at... K4 is also a police submarine.
Okay. T3, south.
Let me see what T3 is. T3 is a whale. We don't want that. So
Ram into the side of it.
01 is what we want. We want to go for 01.
I think 01's a
is-
live specimen. It
No, it says
says like...
experiments.
Oh, is that what the net is for?
The sonar
That's
says
full.
the sonar says 01 is experiments, and that says money.
I need to know where that is.
It is northwest.
North.
But that's also by the police. It's, how I'm looking at it over here is the wreck expeditions are different to the dots that I'm explaining to you. The dots are good or bad, and it says ask your mate. And that's all that I see.
Okay, so then go for the expeditions then.
Yeah, there's nothing on the radar yet. We've just got to go in a certain direction while avoiding them, I think. So head north. Otherwise we're going to hit V6, whatever it is.
Maybe the experiments is what we're meant to use the net for.
Yeah,
I don't think we have. Do we have access to the net though?
there's a net panel over there.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it though. Maybe that's an upgrade. You know, with the
Oh,
CD
maybe.
upgrade. Straight north, there is a wreck.
Yes, okay.
Head to the wreck.
It's also next to
Arkham
Z9.
Horror, refresh bestie.
It's also at 9.
Z9, what's going on there?
Hold on. That is a shoal of fish.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
we get-
fine.
That
Just
says
a little bit
minus
more
money.
north then. Slightly eastwards.
Shoal of fish is apparently minus money.
No, we don't want
Oh.
that.
I guess it's just like repair.
oh, Q8
We're on
is
top,
a police
we're on
ship.
top.
Q
It's coming
sh-
towards us, but
Q
we're
sh-
on top
What
of a wreck.
Q8 is a police ship.
Are we on top of a wreck?
We're on top of the wreck now, if you just want to stop. And then I think that the police are just sailing past us.
But
We
we do have
stopped.
a wanted level, but maybe let's just send it.
We're like
Let's just
half
try.
a star. How close
They're-
is it?
Yeah, they're going away from us. So I think
How's
Okay.
the
we're fine.
screen look?
If you dive into
Okay,
a good
yeah.
event, it'll deposit goodies into the net you can pull out when you arrive. Oh! If we... Yeah. It'll deposit the goodies. And this is diving. This is what you mean by diving. Okay, so I just had it
Right, right.
explained. the minus money, if we have stuff in our, if we dive into the stuff that gives us money, it goes into our nets, and then if we go into the stuff that is minus money, it'll eat the stuff in our nets.
Oh.
So that's what all that means. The net's on the outside of the sub, apparently.
Right. I am gonna park the cart, right here.
Okay. We should all, like, partner up. Hi.
Yeah, buddy system. Hi.
The two people who died.
I'm
Good.
behind Sean.
Okay, you stay with Sean then.
Yeah, I got a flashlight.
Yeah.
That's a mine over there.
You kind of need
Careful.
it because I can't.
Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Kerm!
Yeah, it's like a seahorse, but it's angry.
Why is it
Oh,
angry?
you can hit it. You can hit it. You can hit it.
Kerm,
Yeah, it's okay.
I found a head.
It was just. That's good. It's cute. Oh, it's
Ah!
following
You
you.
took my object! You little shit!
It's okay.
Get back
I
here!
hit it.
You took my head! No,
I
there was
took it.
another one!
No, I hit it.
Did you
I
get
think you
the
dropped
head?
it. I have a head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if
That's
anything's
dead
gonna
end.
happen with that.
Hi.
That's
Oh
just
god.
sitting there.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. How do I put this in here?
You just drop it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we
Okay.
we found a very ugly teethy amoeba.
Ew.
Hmm.
We found a child that steals stuff from us, but like a...
Yeah, but you can punch it, so it's cool.
What was that sound?
I think
I'm
it's the
punching
same
a
thing.
leech.
Are you sure? Can we take the lawn chair?
Yeah.
We can!
Nice. Oh, it's a uniblock chair.
This is amazing! Iconic. Oh, I've stored it for now. Do you see anything? Where'd you go?
I have a hand.
Need a hand with that?
Nice.
I'm
Oh, I
punching
think these
something.
vents are the laser cutter ones. Like I think you can
Oh, maybe,
get
yeah.
through those maybe.
Oh, look over here. Look. Oh my gosh, another chair! Another chair! Another chair!
Yo!
Get in here, get in!
Chair!
There's two!
Okay.
Yo, we
coming.
found lawn chairs. Just go down.
Uniblock chairs actually.
Yeah. A child, but you can punch it.
Yeah, they're like children 2.0. I think this is close to be full. 7. We need one more thing.
That should be fairly easy. Oh, oh, that's a fish. I got excited.
Oh, wait, buddy system, I shouldn't just go off. Where are you?
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
No.
Oh, that's one thing. Yeah, that's the cut. It's full.
Okay, let's take the cart back. Oh, the child! The
I didn't
child!
Yeah. Punch it.
Punch
see what
it.
does.
Sorry, little guy. Bye.
I can hold one thing still, so I need to find something.
Oxygen! Watch your
Oh,
oxygen!
you can refill. Yeah, you can refill in the airlock.
Do we have radios? Hey, what the hell?
Oh, it is kind of cute.
Okay.
Fuck!
Are you
Did
okay?
you see the child?
I found a teleporting toilet.
Look. I'm sorry, what? Look
I
at the
don't know how else
child!
to explain it.
Hello, little guy. Can we keep him?
I mean, probably.
Do you think we could get him into the airlock and keep him?
I think he'll die.
Nah, surely. The ship's full of water. Hi.
It's true.
I left everything in the airlock.
Hi, little guy. Oh, he's chasing you now. I think he likes the cart.
Hey!
He's stealing the cart! I think we
Okay.
need to keep an eye on the cart. Shit.
Where's my laser cutter when I need one?
Punch the child when it gets uppity, okay?
Child.
Oh no, I made the cave diving mistake. I just started swimming.
I punched the child.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Right,
the
good
time.
job.
It
Yeah.
keeps coming back.
Yeah, I think we should
I
maybe
don't think
just
there's anything else down there.
head
I'm gonna
off.
go back in
Yeah.
PS.
The time. Look at the time.
I've gone down there a few times. I haven't really found much.
Wait, is there a right click thing I can do with you? Where are you? Go. Come back.
Are we stealing
No,
the
I can-
child? Are we kidnapping?
No. Yeah, no, there's only a left click option.
I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm so dead.
Wait, no, come back.
I'm
Let me
so
hit it, dude. Let me punch it.
I'm 1% HP.
Yeah, let's just move.
I
I
didn't realise you were there.
think it's
Yeah,
time
Sean.
to go.
Oh, something's incoming.
Yep, we
Yeah.
need to get back on the ship. Where's Sean? Sean, get up
There he
here!
is.
I'm coming!
Get in!
Where are you?
Sean!
Where are you?
Sean!
Why'd you go so far away?
Where is he?
Sean, hurry up!
Use the teleporting toilet.
Oh, Jesus!
See a light.
Hurry
Turn
up!
off that light.
Go.
Get everything in! Start grabbing stuff!
We have to do it whilst we're in the thing.
Oh my god!
Just throw it all in.
How do you do that?
Just throw it in. I don't think we can do. We need like the meat. I don't know if we can.
How do we put that stuff in?
Yeah, no, the
I
chair's
don't
long.
know.
We have to go.
Can we not?
How?
anything
How?
else
How?
Yeah.
In? No. Is that it?
How do we put
Hold
this
on.
stuff in?
Well, the chairs
I don't
won't
think
come
we
in.
The trash is
They
just
won't go in.
trash!
No!
Wait, there were
There
more
was
body parts?
evidence left on site.
Oh, I thought all the body parts were there. You still going
what's-
with the chairs?
What's this
The
fucking?
trash
What's
is
this for then?
just trash!
Oh.
The trash is just
Oh,
trash!
no!
So you see, some of this has like price tags on it. I th-
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right, well, I guess we've got some bevies and some chairs for later.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know there were. I didn't know there were
Well, maybe like-
saleable items left. I thought you were still just fuffling with the chairs.
No. Okay, so we need to only focus on body parts. Oh my god.
So
What
the
do
stuff that
you
has a
mean
price
meat?
tag on it. I guess.
Okay,
Right.
What do we want?
can
The body
afford one more
part, the body
flashlight.
part module might be good. Because if we're going as teams, one person can have
I
flashlight,
need
one person
to-
can
I
know
need
where the
to-
body parts are.
Oh, that might be good actually. 57. Can I have it? Can I? I want to.
Go on.
I want a chance.
Stick at it. Now tell me how you feel.
Good, what it looks
I
like.
stuck it up my butt.
Oh
What
god!
the fuck is that?
It's a fly in my.
Oh wow!
Look at my goggles. I can't confirm it works.
Right.
He's
I
pointing.
thought you got an Oculus Rift on your head.
Yeah.
It's a fly.
Right.
It's a
Next time,
mosquito.
buddy system. Frel, make sure
God.
that Sean doesn't just go off on their own. So.
I don't know what you
Left
mean.
behind, okay?
Alright, give me some targets. Let's go.
Set her up. Send her on.
Oh,
Just
he's
head
taking
north,
a
I
little
guess.
nap. My fly is taking a little nap.
Aww.
He's snoozing. That I8
LA is east. Right.
experiments.
Nice.
Apparently, if we
7.
07. That is a Loch Ness monster.
Oh great. 02.
That is experiments. Dolphins. C4 is waste.
V5?
V5 is a police submarine.
Oh great. Well, it's heading towards us, so power north, I guess, or east.
We want to be as far away
Either
from
way.
that.
Yeah. So how do we collect stuff in the net then? What was the sort of gist with it?
We need to
And
apparently
these-
dive.
It just turned into us, whatever that was. 07.
07? That's the Loch Ness Monster!
Oh. Well, it liked us. It took a chunk.
We need
Are
to...
you moving?
Keep her going north.
I'm moving again.
Yeah. North.
Or east. Whichever way. There's nothing in either direction.
Okay.
Yeah, V5 is the police submarine, so we want to be not there.
T5?
Even though I haven't played in a month, I'm still Sea of Thieves pilled. So can you just give me, like, starboard and port and, like, just straight heading?
Absolutely not.
Give me that.
There's a giant compass on the wall. T5 is a police ship.
Head north then. We'll go away from that. Northing?
No.
I don't know. Oh, sorry, east. There's a straight wreck. Straight east. It's the first one we've come across.
You're terrible
What's
at
M7?
In my
navigating.
head.
We've got an M7 and a H3. Slightly more east, 10 degrees.
M7 is pile of experiments.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Now we need to head a little bit south.
H3 is another police submarine.
Go north from here. Sorry, no, straight forward from here. Go easty south.
Easty south!
Easty
You mean
south.
southeast.
And then we're on top of the wreckage. What's IO?
Wastes.
Oh. Well, we're here now.
I mean, we can shred some stuff anyway if
We can do that next time.
Oh, my
Yeah.
little dude's woken up.
He's ready.
Are we doing
ready.
it?
Let's take
Yeah, let's
expedition.
do it.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Right, buddy system.
Sean is navigating. He thinks Quebec is the capital of Australia.
What? This sounds like slander.
Who did we leave behind?
Oh no,
You know how to do it.
I think the airlock is. Oh, I can also do the airlock here. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where you're going.
Right. Which way am I going?
Shouldn't
I
the
don't
water
know.
be
I'll go
outside
this
the
way.
submarine? We need
I'll
buddy
go easty
system.
south again.
You go easty south.
I love easy.
Ah! Help me! Help me! Help me! Please, dear God! Please, dear God, help me!
I don't think
Punch
God
it.
can help you against that. What is it? It's like a frog.
Punch it! We need the module out. Is it there?
Punch it,
Are
yes.
With it?
I'm punching it.
you alive?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm alive.
Oh,
I'm just...
No, what else is in there?
Someone's dead.
Someone just died.
No, I'm gonna salvage the.
I can't help but notice we're not really doing damage to it.
Salvaging the flashlight.
Ow, ow, ow! Fuck!
Do we need like a weapon to do with this?
Help!
Yeah, there was like a stun stick.
I'm just gonna like look at it.
I need to heal.
Just echo on me. You can heal.
Oh! Oh my God!
Yeah.
The flies. Oh, what the fuck? He's coming over there.
So we need to. It's coming back. We need
What
to
did we do
salvage
about
this.
this?
If you close the airlock, can we get the flashlight off him?
I don't know.
Got me in the shower with me. No.
Nope. How do we
Will
get
it go in?
off of him?
Does he go in the shredder?
I don't know, but I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
Oh.
open the airlock so he can get in. Cause he.
Well, we still need to
might-
get stuff.
Yeah.
Did you just...
I just shredded him.
With the thing on him?
Why are you all inside the ship?
We were taking care of Sean! We
Yeah,
might...
he's in a better place now.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Right, that's 2 things. How long we got? We got a while.
That thing is just gonna,
Oh,
like,
it's 2.
chase us.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them.
There's 2 of them?
I think maybe more.
This place seems
I don't-
really cursed.
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't love that either.
Okay. We just, yeah, you
Kerm?
distracted, okay? You distracted, I'm gonna go in.
Ow! Jesus fuck! Of making him into chum. The monster keeps coming back! Me and little guy haven't gotten to look for any loot. I feel very... not okay. Are y'all still alive?
I'm still alive.
One of those frogs just went down. One of them's back out here.
Yeah, I just took damage from something. I'm trying to get out.
Come on, you little fuck. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Huh? What you gonna do? Yeah? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Do you think we can put this thing in the grinder? Imagine if we could, though. We have a problem! We have a problem! The cart and stuff disappeared! And there's a thing on our ship! This thing got onto our ship! And now the cart and the stuff you collected is gone! Ah! Can we get this thing? Oh no, okay, it got pushed in. Hold on. Can we lure it over here?
Did it?
No, can't see it, can't see it.
See if we can lure this
How
thing
do we-
towards the grinder. See if we can lure it to the grinder.
Get in the airlock. We just get it in the airlock. Oh,
Can we get it in the grinder?
I don't think so. We just get it into the airlock. Yeah,
Come on.
get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out.
How do we
Hit
do
it.
this?
You hit it and go up. Pick up, up. Yeah.
And hopefully, that door opens and it goes.
Oh.
Right, I'm getting
Oh,
a
I still have my
flashlight. This sounds
flashlight.
awful.
Oh, I still have it.
What
Okay, I'm
the
getting a
hell?
flashlight. That's 66.
Maybe we get like a weapon.
Yeah, I wonder if we can grind the monsters up. Do they not count as body parts?
I guess we need like human body parts.
Probably
What's
when they're
that?
dead, maybe. I don't know. We can bribe the police.
Remove 1 star.
We give them a donut.
Oh my god. That was so stressful. You've no idea.
Yeah. Oh, imagine being like lost down in those like caves, basically. And like there was a moray, so every time I like swam through corridors, would just randomly take damage.
I guess we need like, but that's 300 for.
For one taser stick.
A stun stick.
Yeah,
Unless a
like
laser, no, laser
300.
cutter.
Yeah, I feel like laser cutters might be cool.
We
What
don't
do you
have
do
enough.
though?
Or like
Oh, that's good as 150.
right, sorry, I got them confused.
we can get one laser cutter and a flashlight.
It will.
I need to grab some water real quick. Even though I know we're surrounded by it. 1 second.
What do we want then? Laser cutter 94.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
like a
help
laser
you.
cutter.
Oh, and we
and a
got the
flashlight
car
might
back.
do.
That's nice.
Yeah, the car was inside. Right, so laser cutters, what, 94?
Mm-hmm.
How do I put?
Punch it.
And then E.
Yeah. And then
And
the
then
flashlight module.
flashlight.
66.
Did we?
66.
It was the same. I'm gonna.
I don't know how
That's
it works.
Yeah. Well, I think so. There are some like vents
Yeah.
underground.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it only works when we're outside the ship.
Perhaps.
Possibly.
You
Yeah.
go in the car.
CUNY.
I-
Can we go in the cart? Can I
no,
sit in the
it.
cart?
No, the laser cutter can go in the cart.
Oh. I got excited. Imagine if I could get in the cart.
Oh, in like the baby seat.
Or we could trap the frog in the cart.
Ooh. Alright. Give me a target.
We need to start driving. Captain!
Captain!
Yeah.
Capitan!
Full speed.
Okay.
There is a U7.
Dolphins.
We go east, maybe? So we don't collide with them.
Should we maybe try and get some of the actual, like, money stuff in the net? That might be...
Yeah.
C4. How do we get stuff in the net?
Just run through
We
it, right?
dive... Yeah, we run through it.
Alright, okay, well, we're approaching C4, whatever it is.
C4 is the Loch Ness Monster.
Don't think we're
So
catching
do we
that
have,
one.
like hull damage we need to be careful of?
I think we just lose money. Anything's in the net, but we haven't got anything, so.
Okay, K1. What could K1 be?
Okay, hold on, let me check. That's waste, that's money.
Oh, south. Head south. Directly south. All the south. E9 and B9 as well.
Okay, I'm trying to get a lollipop open, Jesus. E9.
Well, you're...
Are we going
E9
straight
is
for
pile of
the wet
experiments.
trash?
Ooh, ooh, pile of experiments. That's mad money. E9. E9 is a
E9,
mad
oh
amount of
god.
money.
Easterly north.
northeast.
Northeast.
B9 is a police ship.
Well, we're running the risk. Mad money.
No risk,
we going in the
no
right direction?
reward.
No, exactly. Although if we take it slow, the police are actually go a little bit more north.
Maybe
a
the
little bit more
police
north.
won't hear us if we just try and be quiet.
Yeah, because the police
have
are
got the
heading
nice level of
away from it.
stealth.
Little bit more north. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. There you go. Little bit more.
Are we catching it, or?
We've got to wait for the police to go past us because they're about to.
Gotta quietly avoid the police.
Oh, and after we hit E9, there is a wreck near it. Right.
Why would you make
North.
noise?
North and run.
No?
We're being chased.
Oh, God, no!
The police. They're after us. The
Full
police.
speed!
This is
We're gonna have to
ruin
miss
the
E9.
tour.
No!
Go as fast as we can.
No, we just ran
They're
through it.
catching up on us. How do we dodge? Oh, God! They're in a blind spot.
Okay, so we turn
They're behind
slightly.
us.
Quickly, do a, I don't know, a maneuver.
Oh.
Yeah.
The siren stopped.
Oh my God. Right, what about OO?
Hey.
What's OO?
No, we can go back.
See?
Go have E9 left. Is that still?
Ina's now off the radar.
O is O0 is a whale minus money.
Oh man, we don't want that. Okay. Go west then. K7.
K7 is a police submarine.
Oh God, don't go west.
Find something good, Sean. Come on.
Go north.
MO is actually good. MO is good. Experiments. That's money we can
MO.
get.
Okay, so that's east. Easterly south.
Southeast.
Fuck's sake.
Can we get anyone else on navigating?
Go forward now. We'll find it. I don't even know what we're going for again.
Straight heading.
Oh, there's an M0 and a G6 and a D5. Oh my God.
Get the experiments first.
D5
know
is the
which one they were.
fish.
For fuck's sake.
UO
We're heading
is
straight for
police-
G6.
Wait. UO is a police ship.
Oh,
Money!
Money!
Go full speed!
Go! The
Please,
police are after
fast!
us!
We're going full speed. We're going.
Oh no,
away!
there's a reef right here. Oh, it's a doubler as well.
Z1 is
Now, We're
experiments.
going away.
They're getting
I
louder.
I
don't
think
even
we're
see
running
it.
into one.
Oh no! We're gonna lose money! No!
We've been double smashed.
All my apes are gone.
Your eggs?
Is there another one?
Apes.
Okay, we're gone.
W1, turn slightly left.
That's dolphins.
Left.
Oh God. How about we just go west? Because there was like a double wreck expedition there. I can't believe it. We lost the money. Right. Yep.
We're getting
go
a
forward
wanted
now.
level as well.
J2
What
is
is L-
pile of experiments.
Oh, I don't even. Oh, it's massively away. What about Z4 or L3?
Z4 is a police.
That's stealth mode.
No wait.
Just take us to the
Z4 is
experiments.
Z4 is a police submarine.
Right. Okay.
What's the
Z1
other
and
one?
L3
Which one was the experiment? Take us
L3
to
is
that.
dolphins.
and Z1.
Well, that's just experiments. Hold on.
That's
Okay.
good.
That's good.
What about D5?
You know we want to aim into the things that give us money, right?
Just hold on. Stop now. Stop now.
D5 is shoal of fish.
Oh, the shoal of fish is about to hit us.
D3 is a whale.
It's what happened.
Look, we're
A3
on
is a
top of a-
leviathan. A3 is a leviathan.
I don't even see A3. What? Well, we're on top of a wreck now. We could go for it if we want to.
J2 is pile of experiments.
Can't get any worse.
It
Jesus
could.
Christ. We need to buy like a buy
You
so
sunk
we
my
can get the
battleship.
wanted level.
We're here. We're fine. We're still
That's how
moving.
you
I swear.
Work down the wanted level.
Eight
It's harder than
minutes.
you think.
Instead, to the shindig.
You left one.
It's okay.
Ah, well.
It's okay, I'll get rid of the trash.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sound.
doing. I was just bringing the trash up, you know, making the place nice, making a house a home.
Oh, we still have stuff in the net.
Oh, we didn't empty that.
We actually still have stuff. Look, we didn't lose it all. Something's happening.
That's not a good sound.
No, it's not. Oh my god! We have body parts in the net. Okay, and there's trash in the net. We need to clean that out. What the fuck is happening? We got some body parts.
I'm about to be a body part.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Let's just
I left the shopping cart out there.
No.
Well, we got a bit of money at least.
Okay.
Is it gonna be, is it bad? Oh no, fine.
Where's the shopping cart?
It's in the middle.
I'm gonna clear out the net.
Okie dokie.
Just close your eyes, chat. You're getting this content for free.
Never mind, the enemy's you scared me coming up.
Oh god.
There's an angry thing back there. Oh, that's a baby. Oh, and an angry thing, and an angry thing, and an angry thing. Don't get in there.
Oh, no, it's one of those.
It's a frog, it's a frog, it's a frog. Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones you hit, right?
I don't know. I don't think we can...
No.
Wait, I have an idea! There's a mine up here!
Oh shit! Big thing as well.
Can we lead it towards the mine?
I got this.
No. If we can get them into the mine, maybe. There's two?
They don't activate, but we can.
So who...
Oh shit!
You killed the child!
No, the child's fine.
Okay.
I wish it wasn't though.
Ah! The cart? You guys have the cart?
Where's the cart? You can have the trash, little guy. Go on. Here.
No, the frogs.
There you
The frogs
go.
can put.
Look at
the
it
car's there,
go!
okay. Oh, it did.
It's taking the trash. Look at him.
The
You're
mine didn't kill the frog. It was directly on it, but it did do it.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, just close the door behind us, okay?
See you later,
We all in?
nerds. No.
It's trying
Yes.
to get through.
We are all in. Oh my god.
Right. Okay. Let's give him a Viking burial. Ready?
In the arms of an angel.
The angel.
Ah.
Da-da-da-da. In the arms of it. Oh, that's
need
the
that.
lizard.
That's yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Is there anything else out there?
No.
Do we empty the
I'm
net?
gonna check.
I emptied the net.
Okay.
I've already put that
There was
stuff in
like
the
a-
grinder as well.
That was like a computer. I hit it and it made like dollar signs. So maybe that's a good thing. Are we done?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We did it.
Profit.
Too much evidence
Oh,
left on the
Evidence
site.
destroyed.
Oh.
Is that trash maybe? I don't know. Or is it
No, I
just,
think maybe
it's just stuff we didn't pick up?
I mean,
Our
we need
wanted
to go to
level?
the stars.
Yeah, can we afford a donut?
How much is it?
No.
Well, how much?
It's
Yeah.
300.
Oh god.
300.
1 star. We might as well just run from the police.
What
How
are we
much do we
gonna
get
do?
to
Arrest
max
me?
stars?
I don't know. You're asking
Oh, I
the
keep my module.
wrong
Okay.
person.
Nice.
I'm curious to see what those CD upgrades do.
Yeah, I
But we
wanna
also need a
see-
weapon.
Yeah.
Because
I
that
think-
laser cutter, I tried using it outside the ship, and it doesn't have like an activate to use. It's just smash.
Yeah, I don't know.
I say we save for the taser.
Yeah. How much
Sure.
is data? 300 as well, right?
Oh no, we forgot a trash.
Oh well. How much is-
I'm gonna win, baby.
Next page. Yeah, 300.
Oh look, the bathtub. It has like webbed feet.
Aww.
Oh, it's a dog.
I love my little fly is sleepy. Doing some little
Okay.
Z's.
Oh, there's a little guy in there.
Yeah, there's a little guy and he's just sleeping. Look at him.
Guy,
He
can't
eeping.
get that close.
Oh yeah.
He's like, no, he's like hyperactive on mine.
Yeah, on mine
He's very
Zo-
hyper.
he's snoozing.
Yeah, he's zooming around.
He's snoozing. Okay, we
So
ready?
What's this one look
Yep.
like?
Right. If something's about to hit us, let us know.
God, I don't know what you mean.
Starting the engines.
Nothing yet.
I'm gonna just go out of stealth.
J3 is dolphins. We don't want that.
F6.
F6 is... F6 is a kraken.
We want to go very north, very fast.
Very north.
That thing is fast. It's going to hit us no matter what. It was like on the edge of the screen and got to us before we'd even made that turn.
That took $200.
No. H4.
Yeah.
It took money. Oh, pile of experiments! H4 is pile of experiments!
H4 north with a slight hint of west.
That took our money?
Yeah, we're down to 40.
A lot of it.
Ugh!
Slight hint of west further, please.
So you want northwest?
No.
Yay!
Right. Z4 or B4?
Z4 is more pile of experiments.
Oh, a westerly hint, please. What about
And
B4?
B4 is the Loch Ness monster.
We want to slow down a bit, actually. Then let it glide past us.
I don't think it's
Just
gonna...
keep on. Oh no, I think it wants us. It's it's targeting us.
No!
$0.
Right, go south. That's where Z4 is if we want that.
I thought we were going there.
The Loch Ness monster was actually targeting us. It was gonna go straight past. and then
E7 is a
it held
Leviathan.
beacon. Go easterly more. And then forward.
M6 is a whale.
Go slightly south and move. And most likely east. It's now moving away from us. That's fantastic.
Increasing speed.
Experiments?
Yeah. The ocean current's taking him. East, east, east.
More east, full east.
Oh, he's gone straight over us. That didn't count for some reason. Now we've got to go north.
Do we maybe need to dive down, or...?
We can't
Yes,
go
I
up
don't think
and
there's-
down.
There you go. Right, okay, so head
Okay. So if we stop and we can empty the net, I think.
east-southeast is a wreckage location.
I think we get it when we dive, when we go to a wreckage.
Yeah, just go find a wreckage.
So east-southeast.
East, southeast.
E7 is Leviathan, by the way.
What about
Use
A2?
A2. A2 is a pile of experiments.
We can head straight for that. Keep her going.
Straight heading?
Give a slight more east. We might be able to catch both of them, maybe? I don't know.
I'm gonna increase speed.
Cool. We might hit it at the right time.
Oh, this lollipop is awful. Whoever thought Coca-Cola
Why four?
flavored... Y4. Y4
Slightly
is
south, slightly
experiments.
Southwest.
K1 is Loch Ness Monster.
South.
Yep, south.
Yes.
And then throw a bit of a west on it as well.
R0 is a
And then
whale.
speed up. Slightly south. It's changed direction. Slightly south more.
Just full south.
There we go. Do a
Okay,
180.
Texas wreck.
What's
180.
K1?
K1 is a Leviathan.
Okay, it's homing for us. We
So
can't do
where do
anything
you want
about
us to
it.
go? Oh.
Find a wreckage and let's
Head
get down.
northeast. Straight northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, those Leviathans actually just track us. We can't do anything about it. So far.
We need to get to a location where we can dive and
Yeah,
do the
we're
map.
literally going to be on top of one. A little bit more. Now we're on top of it. Cool.
Z3 is a police squad. Should we be worried about that?
Just walk it scared away from us.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's heading south.
Alright, let's get this net emptied. Ready, everyone?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go.
Here, look.
Whee! Okay, so down here is the... Yep, we got body parts! Yo! Ooh!
What's this?
I got an... Look at, there's an eyeball in here.
That's just a bag.
Okay, and I got a hand.
I've got a thing.
Oh look, yeah, the side of the ship has got some like.
Let's go ahead.
Is this like a full body? I think we have like full body back here. Yeah. Let's just bring it
Let's
in.
quickly take care of it.
Taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, let's go out and have fun.
Yeah!
What
The fuck, the body bag! He's stealing our body bag!
What the fuck?
Give that little fucker trash. Leave the body bag alone. Give him a chair.
We had trash.
There's a boy down there, a big slicey frog.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
no,
a-
I don't like those.
That's a slicer, man.
Wait for me. I want to finally use my,
Bye.
my fly, yeah.
What?
Is that
Oh
a
my God,
explosive?
I found a teleporting toilet.
I think.
Oh, you found the teleporting toilet.
What is that? Does that explode?
Presumably, yes. Oh, there's body parts somewhere.
I
you-
got a
oh,
body.
Body parts! Ah!
I just hit the money
Oi!
computers again.
He took a body! He took a body!
You got it, right?
No, I don't have it. My hands are full.
Okay. We got it.
Ah!
Hello!
Ship's that way.
It's by the bloody trolley though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to the ship. What the fuck? Hanar, thank you for 139 months. Holy shit. Oh Jesus, this looks like a torso, yeah. Oops. I've been slowly dealing with,
Yeah, coming back towards it. I'm going back towards it. Yeah.
Where's the laser cutter?
Yeah.
It's not in the shopping cart.
Is it
You
still
back
on
on
the
the ship?
ship?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
There's another one in here.
Find out.
I'll just take this to the ship now.
Little dude! Sorry, little guy, sorry.
Kill him! Laser cut him!
Oh my god.
I'm on 20 HP. I should probably go heal.
Yeah, you should heal, my dude. I've been turning stuff in slowly just so it doesn't get stolen by the little guy.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
no,
the cutter.
good call. Let's do it.
Oh my god! This guy! He just...
Beat him to death!
Get him!
Get this stuff into the grinder quickly!
I'll keep on punching him.
Empty the cart quickly!
And don't open the door. There
Okay.
you
Sorry, little
go. Where's the laser
guy.
cutter?
I'm sorry,
where
little
is
guy.
it?
Go on.
Do we...
I think he's stuck.
Yeah, there's a laser cutter in the cabin here.
No, he's right there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Where's it?
I've got it.
We
I've
got it.
it.
We got it.
Oh shit.
Right,
Right, I'll start going down.
yeah. We haven't got much time, so...
I know.
This little guy's stuck on
Let's
our
do
ship.
the, close one.
You think we can keep him?
No, not that one, not that one. There's
I
a
think he's
closer
stuck.
one.
I think he's our friend.
Yeah, the one up
Oh
here.
yeah, no, this, yeah, the police is coming close.
Yep, police ship's coming.
Where is it? Just here, in here. Oh, okay, so there's two.
Hey, little guy. Is that what you want? Do you want a little trash?
We probably have to go about a minute.
Yeah.
Do you want a little trash, buddy? Oh, I know, you're so cute. Aren't you just so cute? You are.
Yeah, I think we should start heading back.
Why do you have beer cans? I think he's stuck.
Oh my god, you look like
Yeah, this is gonna feed the guy.
I thought that was a fucking robot.
I'll keep some trash for him.
There's a
Yeah.
police robot. It's in the do not disturb area.
Did you disturb it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go, little guy. Alright, have we
free.
turned everything in?
I think so.
have, yeah. So we just
Okay.
head.
Yep, let's do
Yeah.
it.
And then we start moving immediately.
Mm-hmm.
700!
Yo! Good job,
We should
crewmates!
probably
Huge.
get some, buy some donuts, maybe?
Well, hold
Yeah.
on.
I'm gonna just move a bit.
Make sure
Stop
everyone has a
moving, it loads
flashlight.
everything.
Let's move it at 6 knots.
Wait, just be careful. Hold on. 300
Yeah,
for a
give it a
donut,
minute.
though.
Yeah, but if,
I think we
if
need the
everyone gets a
taser.
flashlight.
We need to taser.
We get 1 and 1. Got 730.
Get one of
Taser.
each. And store it?
And then get
Yeah.
the donut.
Okay,
So
one
it's in
donut. That's one
storage,
star,
and then-
though. 300 for one
Yeah.
star.
Yeah, but we're nearly at max stars.
Okay, 48 then. 48.
No, let's get some.
Okay, so the way you recharge the taser... Oh, you just... Wait a second, okay. I thought you had to drop it and pick it up again.
Alright, let's find some more scrap, I guess.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Can you turn your flashlight
Let's
off?
just
It's really
go for
bright.
I didn't realize it was on. Alright.
F2
Yeah.
dolphins.
Bless me.
Rich gang.
Head more east, I guess. Those dolphins are coming straight for us.
Yeah, and we don't want to lose our money.
No.
Well, we spent it, right?
Have we spent it
Still
yet?
It's still
Have we spent
130
it?
left.
Should we get a flashlight?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have a flashlight
You
yet.
can
We
get
have
2
multiple
modules, so
modules.
yeah, you can get
You can
2.
have 2. U and E.
Okay, so 2 flashlights?
Well,
Just
you,
one.
No, you're
I mean, you're the
one.
only one who hasn't got it, so.
Okay, let me stick this up my ass.
Sweet. Hot girl summer suppositories.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Ow.
You're dual wielding them, yeah.
Mmm.
You're
Alright.
wearing that shit.
K1 is dolphins. F2 is
Okay.
dolphins.
Just keep it waste, I guess.
This game does have a fart sound effect. No sonar
Well, if you
target.
control it.
There's nothing
Keeping us
around.
on stealth speeds.
Dolphins. P9 is dolphins.
Okay, I'm gonna increase speed a little bit.
Have you seen that before I even see it? Or is that just
I
what's
can-
appearing on your radar?
I can see stuff on my radar as well. U6
Oh,
is a
sorry.
Loch Ness monster. U6 is a.
I don't see that yet.
Well, it's gone now.
Is that blind spot? Okay.
It's gone now.
Okay. The dolphins are heading towards us. We might want to pick up speed.
P9. Yeah, P9 is dolphins.
Yeah, don't move away from the throttle.
V3.
Right. Slack off again.
V3 is full shoal fish.
Don't want that. Maybe head south. There's nothing in that direction yet.
Yeah, P9's dolphins, shoal fish. That's all we have.
Getting the speed back up again.
I love how
Slower back. T1 and C2.
Okay, T1 is a police submarine. C2 is a whale.
Okay, nothing there.
Both-
Go
both
westerly.
very bad
That's away from the
things.
police. Yeah,
West?
west. Head away from both of them. Bong. D3, straight ahead. Oh, U3, sorry.
U3 is a whale.
Oh. Yeah, so tilt us into a northwest direction so we can avoid it. More northwest. And there is a area west for salvage. We've missed it now.
West?
You can go head west.
Oh.
Yeah.
T3 is a leviathan.
Oh dear,
God.
turn off. Make us crawl speed, otherwise it'll track us.
We'll stop moving.
Oh, is that how they work?
Maybe, I'm guessing. Every time we've had our engines on, it's just gone for us immediately. Super speed.
Is it moving towards us, or what's the deal?
Now it's moving further away. It's like it doesn't notice us yet.
There's no way it goes away, I guess.
But it's heading away from
Yeah,
where we
tell
want
me
it to,
which-
is good.
Ooh,
So, yeah,
I
tell me how we
won.
want to angle.
I1
Can't
is
see
pile of
I1 yet.
experiments.
If that might be where the Leviathan's going.
Fuck.
Let me know when I can go speed. I can turn on again.
But put it on a crawl maybe, just to see,
Tell
because
me-
it's
tell
about
me
to
the
go.
Leviathan's
Levi-
gone.
Okay.
What's U3 again?
U3 is whale.
Alright. That's next to our objective.
Yeah, T3 is the leviathan. And I1.
T3's heading off screen.
Yeah,
I can't see
I1
it all.
I1 is the pile of experiments. Hopefully it does come up soon.
We can move ahead. Keep her west.
Yeah, these
On
are
the
the only,
dot.
Right.
these are the only things on my sonar right now.
Yeah, there's nothing around. But there's a wreck, literally, straight ahead. So
Last time I watched the Augs, they played Pilgrim. Yeah, we like finding these like scary co-op games. They're great fun. They're so much fun. H7. H7 is pile of experiments.
okay, then we want to head northwest. P6.
Oh, P6, sorry. P6 is a Kraken.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Right, where are the
it's-
experiments?
So the experiments are going north now, but the Kraken is literally east. And it's gonna... Are we moving? Because we... Stop. It's heading
Stop,
for
stop,
us.
stop, stop, stop,
Yeah,
stop, stop.
Too
Please
late.
stop.
I have stopped. I have stopped.
It's heading straight for us. There's nothing we could do.
Okay, we have
Wow.
offloaded most of the money. It's fine.
Yep. H7 is just north. You may as well crank it up.
Crack on.
Yeah.
Full speed.
It's now northeasterly. X8 as well.
That should be dolphins.
Okay, slow down a bit. It's now north from us. Even more northwest, actually.
And
It's moving
8 is
sort
a
of
police
weirdly.
submarine.
Slightly
No,
north.
it's not.
North. Oh, he's gone to front.
Oh.
It's literally going across the front of us now. Head west.
U3.
East. Where east? Put some throttle on it. North.
No.
They're
my
literally
God.
skirting around us. This is so annoying.
I just had a fucking Swan's.
There we go.
Yay!
U3, I1.
I1
I2.
is more pile of experiments.
Ooh. Okay.
I2 is also pile of experiments.
Where is that? Tell
Okay.
me where it is.
The north.
North, okay. The north.
Slightly east. We might just hit it as we
M6
drive
is
by.
a Leviathan.
Nice. Keep on going this direction, straight. Slightly north. Slightly north. No. The Leviathan's there, though. I don't want to risk it. The pile of experiments is going away from us quite fast, but the Leviathan's also then approaching it. What's H1?
Well, I mean, we have no money, so the Leviathan doesn't do anything.
True.
H1 is waste. Which might help
Not good.
us. in
What
terms
about
of, like,
P6?
Are we,
P6
are we still
should-
going for the experiments?
P6 is a Leviathan.
No. Stop. Oh, it's
No,
gonna hit us no matter what
The
anyway.
Leviathan
There's no
is fine.
point.
We have no cash. It's fine. The Leviathan can't take anything from us.
So N5 is the next one, and that is northwest.
Dolphins. N5
Whatever
is
it is.
dolphins. Minus money. We don't want
Where are
that.
the experiments? Are they gone?
They're gone. Gone.
Wait,
Okay.
you do realize that every time the Leviathan hits us, we lose shit out of our net, right?
We do?
Yes! This is why we need to avoid this shit!
No, I thought we just
No.
lost the cash
D4
we
and
had on
C5?
screen.
Hold on. C5 is police submarine.
Oh dear.
D4 is dolphins. H1 is waste. N5 is dolphins.
Go slightly north.
That's as far north as we can go.
O0 is pile of experiments.
Hey, there we go. Right, head northeast. Just put some speed on it.
Oh, my hand.
You'll
hurts from
need to
holding
do a little
stuff.
bit of north.
North?
Yeah, just a little bit of north. Put some speed on it. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of speed. Oh my God!
B2 is ship.
T5 east.
T5 is experiments.
There's police though, so we might want to.
Yeah, B2
Careful.
is police ship.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Stealthing.
Go east, southeast. More east though.
Oh,
A
this
little
is
bit
hard
more
work.
South.
My brain is not equipped to deal with this right now.
Okay, keep on going south. Just south. It
And
might.
Full south.
M8 is a shoal of fish.
Yeah.
We'll lose money out of the net for that.
We can do a little speed, maybe one notch up. Because the police are behind us now, so that's fine.
O0 is police ship. T5 is still experiments. Which one is trash?
T5 is it
experiments.
R3? R3.
R3 is
Are we still going
dolphins. That loses us
on the
money.
experiments?
Just stop now. It'll glide into us in a second, I think. Unless we've got to be...
We got stuff in the
Not
net
moving.
though. We need to.
Oh,
keep
go
that in
forward, go
mind.
forward.
There's experiments.
South, go south. What's H1?
H1.
Go southeast.
H1 is waste. But that might help us. We might lose waste when something runs into us instead of
Slightly
the
south.
parts. If we pick that up.
I'm just trying to navigate around these dolphins and whales. Head south. Put some speed on.
The guy is super loud and Mousie's really quiet. Hold on. I can adjust that in the menu.
Nice. Okay, we
Stop
should
a
find a
second.
wreck.
Probably, yeah.
C1. H1.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, good. Well, C1's about to
Wreck
hit us.
nearby, or?
Shoal of fish.
Not too bad.
There's no wrecks this entire time. K2. That's southeast.
K2 is experiments.
Head southeast. Put some power on it. They're a while away. Y6 as well. Head south now.
Y6 is a police submarine.
Okay, we'll head away from that one then. Slightly east. A0 and Q3.
A0 is pile of experiments.
Oh, we're about to be Leviathan, I can feel it.
Shh. Just completely stop. Just. God damn it.
Head south. Head south at speed.
Yeah, Q3 is the Leviathan.
Yeah.
A0 is pile of experiments. Big money.
Yeah. Head easterly. East.
I3.
East.
I3 is Kraken.
What happens if we were to get in here and then quickly stop? Because it's going to hit us now. Stop.
God
We're on
damn
top of
it.
a salvage.
Oh, we
There's
are?
M6 straight ahead.
We're on top of salvage.
Yeah.
So could we
Go
just
down.
drop?
We can clear the net.
We could drop, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we
Let's do
even
it.
have anything.
I was going to see if we'd have dropped.
Similar to Pilgrim, similar to Lethal Company. Lock
Let's
in,
go.
everyone. Grab the stuff. Stun guns. Get your stun guns. Get your lasers. Get your everything.
I've got
Someone have the
the
stun gun?
I've got the stun gun.
Oh, we have body parts.
Some stuff.
Some of this has monetary value at the very least. On a sentient film camera? We all are. Okay, I'm gonna sell this real quick.
Yeah. Did the kid steal your gun?
No! The child stole your... Unbelievable. Actually, if we have a bunch of stuff in our net, hear me out. If we have trash in our net, maybe, and we pick up stuff, maybe we lose the trash, like, less than we, oh. Oh, come on. Is that how that works, maybe? Hi!
Wait, where's the...
The cart's right here.
Oh. For fuck's sake.
Oh, he's trying to steal stuff! The little fucker's trying to steal shit.
Fuck him. Check this shit out. Glow sticks. You just
Sick.
leave? Oh, no, they're all gone. I used them all.
No.
I'm trying to get stuff.
Oh, look. He's got a glow stick now. He's happy.
Oh, look, he can light the way!
I'll give this to somebody.
Should I empty this? Why do we have so many glue sticks?
I think that we've found.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, look at how many glow sticks. Rave time, yeah, fuck. This is sick, look at it. Go to sleep, little fly guy. Hey, I'm here! I have my fly! Do you need it? Hey, guys?
Yeah?
Where are you?
I don't really know.
Oh, there's a teleporting toilet! I see it now. I don't have the taser. Hold on, I'm gonna try and go get it. Get the taser! Kermit might be dying! Hey, Tucker, thank you for 109 months. Really appreciate it. Someone might be
Got
dying.
the taser. Oh
Come
dear.
on. We gotta save Kerm. We gotta be heroes.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
my
that's it.
time. I don't know. Are we going down? Oh, there's a foot. Let's see that.
Oh my god. We're trying to get to you, Kerm!
How do I get out?
Down here, down here! Sean, this way.
Oh,
It's bad. Oh, it's bad.
What do you mean?
I think somebody else has died. There is a very, very angry death man with scythes for hands.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Mousie, follow me.
What?
I need to show you something.
Hold on.
I need to show you something.
You bitch.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
God.
No, I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
Did he even take it? I don't even see
toilet.
it anymore.
I know, I saw it.
Have you been in it?
No, I haven't. The police are coming!
Help!
Oh my god! Why would you do this to your fellow diver?
They expect somebody in the wreckage.
Wait for me! Okay, I'm in.
Are we missing?
Kerm,
Have we
he's
lost
died.
someone?
Yeah, they died. Their body's
Okay.
in a very bad.
No, whatever.
Come on, quickly!
How do I cheat?
Is that everything? Wait, no. There's still this foot.
Unless you would like me to go try and... Oh, no, not with a minute left.
You're on 1 minute.
Nope. We gotta go.
I think that's it.
We out of here. Out ski, in ski.
Like, back to getting your cheeks clapped in the
That was
shadow.
just for fun.
Yay!
Man, you took me to a death trap. You were like, "Oh, come down, help me," and then you just left.
Yeah, but you went somewhere else that, was the death trap where I wasn't.
You said that we went down, so I went down.
Yeah, we went down one area and then, I don't know, I lost you. You decided, you went somewhere else.
So we
Yeah,
got
I kept going down.
station
I kept going-
upgrade.
Look
Kept
at
going
these.
down.
Oh, damn. 570.
I'm using the cart to organize.
Right. Anyone against me
Should we,
buying the station upgrade CD?
Yeah, we can get that, and then another, maybe.
I haven't
That's
really
probably
used the
best.
flashlight.
Yeah. What's the 48?
Where do I put this?
In any of the areas that's got a red thing
So
with
where's
a
the
CD next to it.
Really?
Or you
Here,
take
there's
it?
like an
You
area,
don't
yeah.
have a CD thing.
You can also
There's one
put
over
the thing
here.
over here.
Oh yeah, there's some up there too.
What
What's
is
that?
this? Oh,
It's
we
like
can dive
Oh,
deeper.
that's a depth gauge, maybe.
Oh, that sounds scary. Let's not do
Should
that yet.
we maybe upgrade Sean's station so that he can actually...
What do you
Look
mean?
at what the Rocky's doing.
I don't know.
Oh,
what's
the
gonna
blind
do
spot is
mine,
gone. The blind spot is
Oh.
gone.
but- Oh, okay. Right.
So I guess that's like, yeah, we can't get it out now. Okay.
Okay, I need to run to the restroom, so let's just chill for a second. We're at the halfway
Cool.
point, so this is a good time to quickly stretch your legs and... yeah.
Hmm.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Top shot, addicted.
Oh, we got this. Portal below 2. Oh, sweet. I don't know where it just went though. I grappled it and now it's gone. What is there to do in this ship? Is there a...
Yeah, there's no like stimulation area. Just to have fun.
I see. Going to get a shower, never you mind.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Top shot, he says I'm gonna win big.
How much winning? Oh, there's multiple things. So what do you do when you stand on each of these? I guess somebody's hornmaster.
Yeah.
What does the horn do? Because then you've got
Punch it.
ADQWS.
No,
Oh.
you can't control the horn. No, I think I think if we upgrade, I can unlock WASD. Right now, I only have
Oh, this tilts it. Oh, I see.
yeah.
One of you controls direction, one of you controls speed. Ah,
Yes. That's.
I didn't realize.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
that's only really used like starboard port because it's like give me a little bit like
Oh, come on! You can see east, south, north, and west. It's pointing straight at the compass.
yeah, but I can only use the relative directions to like our heading. You know, I can't like.
I'm telling you, the if we go east, you just put east on the red bit. That's it. That's what it means on this thing, at least. Because my thing orientates to what the compass up position is as well. Oh my god, I can actually... Oh, wow.
Okay. Like, yeah, some... Okay. I wonder what, like, this much... I guess it's, like, just faster...
Maybe you can
more
do faster
sensitive.
turning, or there's more horn sounds? Because there's only A and D lit up.
Yeah, no, it's gonna give me like Q, E, W,
Or
and
do you
S.
think?
I
Or
don't
do you
know.
think it's going to be WS so that we
Oh,
can go deeper?
Maybe they're like the
Like, depths.
deeper.
Because if you unlock the
Well, I
first
got
one, there's
that as
two
well.
more things underneath. So I'm guessing you need 2 CDs then to be able to get to.
Yeah, and then 3 on the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess it just
Okay.
gives you more valuable loot.
Maybe.
Are we all back?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
darker down there as well, which is why you need the flashlights.
Probably.
Ooh,
It's quite
maybe.
bright so far.
That's what we're figuring over here, Mousie, is the CD players for the depth gauge. You need 1 to go to 500, 2 to then go to something else, and 3 at the very bottom.
Ooh. Scary. I
Big
bet,
scare.
bet we make mad money for it as well. Oh, thank you
Yeah,
for the
probably.
cushioned area. This is so sweet of you.
Yeah, get cozy.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now I gotta get
Right.
to work.
Oh.
What do we got?
N1.
A1,
Yeah,
M1.
my can you clear my
N1.
Oh,
goods?
N1 is
Thank you.
pile of experiments.
Go northeast.
A1 is a
northwards.
police squad.
Quickly, let's get these experiments then. Head north, and then we'll turn east when we need to.
A police squad will add a star to us.
Okay. Start turning eastwards now. Okay. Bit of north, bit of north.
L7 is also a pile of experiments.
I don't see an L7, unfortunately. H5.
H5 is police squad.
No,
Speed down
go
all.
south, go south, go
South,
south.
south, south, quickly.
And fast.
Oh, god.
no.
Quickly, floor it.
It's gonna. Oh my god, it's on our tail.
Just try and
Quickly,
outrun
sound
it.
the horn.
Oh, we got a star. RO is police submarine.
Oh my god.
Get out of the way!
east,
Get out of the
Head
way!
east. Head east.
East.
We've got 08 and H4.
08 is a waste.
and slow down so
That's not good. That's a
That's
Leviathan.
a Leviathan. Can't do anything against it. Maybe going deeper would have done something.
We don't have it deeper. That's
Well,
all
I
the
mean,
money.
if we could.
Get arrested, nerds. Fuck.
Y3?
Y3 is pile of experiments.
Oh, okay. Head northeast. More easterly than this. Oh, we've also got M something. Can't see it yet.
M1 is waste.
Something 8.
D8, that's waste as well.
Right. Head south.
South.
Yep. There was a wreckage area over there.
Ooh, good.
Okay, cool.
D2.
Leviathan.
And then
D2 is
M7.
Leviathan.
moving.
M7 is pile of experiments. Leviathan.
It's on us. It's swimming so fast.
God damn it.
Southeast. That's M7.
I don't know how you're supposed to avoid those.
Yeah. Maybe if we had like a module for the ship. I don't know.
M7 is
Defend
a pile of
yourself.
experiments.
Head more south now. Put his speed up a
Full
little
south?
bit. Yep. What's M1? That's behind us.
M1?
Mm-hmm.
That should be waste, I'm pretty sure.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah. My thought process for the waste, though, is that if we get it, we have a chance to maybe just lose the waste when stuff takes stuff from us.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. The
Right.
wreckage is now west from us.
West. Yeah, let's go to the wreckage.
Full steam ahead.
Put a tad of south on that. And then there's
West
also
south.
N4, which is heading towards us. That might be a Leviathan.
N4. Hold on, let me check.
Keep on going, keep on going.
N4 is waste.
Oh, okay, we don't care. We are inside the area.
Yeah, let's drop.
Hold up.
Uh,
No.
S3 is a Leviathan.
S3 is
Maybe
coming
we
towards
should,
us.
we should just
Are
drop,
we
just
in?
drop, just drop, just drop.
Drop, drop, drop. Drop it like it's hot.
Imagine if we go outside and there's just a
Perfect.
Leviathan. Grab the
Gonna be a
car.
very short lived.
Oh shit, balls, what the hell just happened?
No?
Have we got the...
Yeah,
okay, the
everything's
stun
in
gun's
there.
there and the...
Yeah, I think right.
sweet.
Just go. I'm just checking something.
Don't have to tell me twice. Time to get eaten.
Okay, let's check the
I
net.
don't know what that is.
I'll start heading down. See what I find.
Hey, we
Oh,
might have some
good ball.
stuff. Yo, we have some stuff. Here, I'm gonna throw it out of the
How'd you get in?
from the top.
Is that it?
I think so, yeah. Where'd that foot go? Did you grab it?
Put it. Yeah, put a foot in the cart.
Okay, let's take that up and put that in.
It's in.
Cool.
Right.
Can we take the stuff
You're
out of it,
clo-
please?
No, we can't. We don't need to. We can just ram the cart into the grinder. Just open.
Oh, really? Hold on. Let me
Yeah, yeah.
take this then. Okay. Did not know we could just ram it in. Hey, Winter! Sick. Let's go.
Joe.
That's fucking Joe.
These are like forever glow sticks. They're cool.
I like him. My little fly is doing a little sleep. I love it.
So does he just come to life when
There's body
there are
parts?
body
Yeah.
parts?
Mm-hmm. He's like a
Right.
bird in a mine, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like
No,
this.
Come with me. Where did you go?
I went into a vent. I went. Oh, I'm scared. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
I've got a pizza.
Murky entrance to this fucking place.
Hey, there's a little dude. There's a little guy. Kerm, where did you go?
I went into where the little guy came out.
Hi, little guy.
Wait, what?
Get off!
Oh, that's a mine.
Number?
Oh. Was it down here? There was a vent somewhere.
Skibbity boop boop boo da doo 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 doo.
You know what? That could have been so much worse. With Skibbity.
Skibbity toilet riz. Help! Someone get the taser! Somebody help!
Somebody's took the taser.
Help me!
Somebody's got the taser. Don't know where.
There was a big frog thing.
Oh, no, not about that. I'm gonna go down here again.
Oh. How do we deal with that shit? Really?
Okay. I have some loot. I'm trying to get out. Nope.
Kerm?
Yeah, I'm still alive. Just a little guy stole my thing.
There's something with tentacles over here.
Yeah. I'm trying to find.
Oh, I found the little guy. I have it.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how to get out.
There's another little guy.
Yeah. I'm still working on finding the exit.
You can do it. I've had to punch a little guy.
I may have forgotten that I require oxygen.
Oh no! Shit, I do too. Hold on, I'm gonna take the cart back for a second.
Can you go deep? Where does the little guy come from? Can you help me get out?
Someone just died.
No! Hey, I found him. No.
Yeah, I found him. I found the dead guy.
Did we just lose? Hey!
He's in here. Where's the stun stick?
I don't know. Hold on, but I need to get the cart back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of run out of oxygen.
The little dude's trying to steal our shit.
Where's the stun stick? Who had that?
I don't know. It might be in the cart.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm getting oxygen.
Yeah, it's in the
now. I
cart.
don't
Is it not in the
see
cart?
it.
Hey, you get out of here.
Can you take the? Oh, I'm gonna take this oven real quick.
This little motherfucker. We have a...
Get out.
Oh shit, yeah, bring the cart back!
No, I'm gonna. Someone is just frozen here. Who's frozen? Or he's dead. Are they all dead?
I think so, yeah.
Do we bring them back alive? Is that a thing?
I don't know, I don't think so.
Do we just leave?
I think we leave. We're losing... We lost the stun stick, though. Oh, fuck.
Well, they shouldn't have died with it. That's not on us. Right, let's get out. Let's skedaddle.
Shit. Oh, we lost so much. Oh.
You got a lot of money.
Well, someone aren't grown enough to have a stun stick.
Dying
No,
on
listen.
sight.
I was fighting
Die-
like 4 different things to try and get out of there.
Did you read that, everyone? Dying on sight leaves evidence for the police. That's how we're gaining stars.
Oh, so you should have picked my body up and not just the kebab. Kill him.
I couldn't sell you.
I was a very tasty kebab, and you don't know yet.
What?
You're
Yeah.
tasty.
Could have been. You'll never know now.
Okay, so we lost our, hold on, before we move, we need to replace our stun gun.
Yeah, that's 300, so we got 250 spare.
25.
So we could do another upgrade.
Okay, what
Just
what
a
else?
little bit of a fortune.
Yeah, let's get another CD.
Okay.
CD.
Yeah.
I want to see what it
well,
does on the steering wheel. What's the code? We just need the code. 11.
11.
Pop it like it's hot.
Maybe we'll
So
be able to
there's a
maneuver
thing on the-
faster.
Yeah, so there's the speed module and then there's the steering. Let's do the
I
steering.
think steering is the problem. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you agreed.
We're moving.
So it has it up Q, E, W, or S.
Okay.
It's more instant. It's just more responsive.
Oh,
Okay.
better response. That's good.
P3
Right.
is experiments.
Oh, head southwest then, please.
We already are.
Fantastic.
L4
That
is a police
feels
ship.
so much better on my screen when you turn as well. Yeah, that's really
Yeah, it
nice.
was like
Head more
instant
south.
response. Sound.
P3 experiments,
Oh,
yeah.
God, that's so good. Slightly west.
I would like it to like lock more on like a neutral.
Slightly south. 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 There. Oh. Hey, R6.
R6 is
You okay over there,
dolphins,
Sean?
minus money.
Oh, don't want
Y4 is... Kraken.
that. Ooh.
There's I'm going full speed.
Can you turn your
Yeah,
flashlight off,
it's
Sean?
out on us. Yeah, it could be.
Never mind.
Let's key on my keyboard, mate.
Thank you.
I4.
C7 is waste. I4 is experiments.
Found out 4. Head west.
The fuck was that? D4 is police ship.
04.
Yeah,
Slightly south.
D
04 and
starting.
S8 are the ones I can see.
The next one.
S8 is a shoal of fish. We don't want that. D4 is a police ship.
Alright.
But why did we hear a bald eagle? Was that it's supposed to be dolphins?
You got new current.
Okay.
What?
Put some welly on it.
You got
There's nothing
new
on.
buttons.
No. Oh, it's just more responsive. That's all that happened.
D3
No, every time I
and
hit the
L2.
horn, it's just a random sound.
D3 is pile of experiments.
Head southeast.
L2 is a police submarine.
Hmm.
We're on stealth. It should be okay for the moment.
Head more east. They're coming towards us quite rapidly. The experiments, I mean. Slightly more south. It's changed direction.
This is maddening for you. I can feel it.
Oh my god.
Just
Right, heads up
believe.
now.
What's this game about? Think
Bingo.
Lethal Company. Lethal Company underwater.
D4.
I
Yeah.
got the Dino Chrome game from the offline
D4 is
I
pile of
can't play it.
experiments.
Head northeast. B4 as well. And M something. Head north.
B4 is a Leviathan.
Run!
the
Flores!
I'm going
M6
fast
is
as
a
can.
pile of experiments.
We don't want it. It's next to the Leviathan.
Okay, then get away from it.
Back off now.
H7 is experiments.
That's northwest.
Z3 is a Kraken.
Oh god, there's a Kraken right next to it. Head east. Full east.
D4 is police
Away from the
ship.
Kraken. L2 and I5.
L2 is a submarine.
I5, maybe go north.
I5 is pile of experiments.
Northeast then.
Is there anything near I5?
L2,
Yeah,
vaguely.
is there a dive?
L2 is a police
E3?
submarine.
We're fine. There we go. Head north, E3, maybe.
E3 is experiments.
North and then slightly west.
Like this?
A little bit more west, Give us some power.
Z3 is a Kraken.
Well, max speed. Come on, Max Verstappen, get in here.
U8 is a whale.
Go north. Head north, just north. With a slight tinge of east, please.
I0 is a Leviathan.
Just, okay, we're fine. Stop, and let's exit. We've got a wreck.
Quick. Pull it down. down, pull it down!
The pillow!
Think Lethal Company, homie. Just think Lethal Company.
Right, we take the shopping cart to the. We take the
Oh my
trolley to
God.
the net.
That
Right,
was
you guys
good.
go in,
Someone
and Mouse
take
and I are
the
gonna.
thing.
Yeah, Mouse and I are going to the. No, don't put things in. We're
Just-
taking this to the trap. No, we're taking this to the net. Okay.
Can someone
This is
press
going to the
button?
net. Right, Mousy, help me unloading the net.
Okay, always.
Oh, this is interesting.
Right, put it directly in the net from the outside if you can.
Okay.
Found the voice channel.
Oh, that's a big fucker. Is that it? Oh,
Yeah, everything else is just trash.
okay, well that's still okay. The big one looks tasty, so let's just put
It's
this
a
in.
finger kebab.
Ooh,
with
full body.
radishes. Oh, nice.
A full body already.
Put that now, yes.
You know what? I'm gonna go back because I'm full now, obviously.
Yeah, I can't really go past you, so.
Sick. So we're gathering body parts to sell.
To eat, right?
Sure. We work for a pharmaceutical company and we're running from the police. Gathering body parts. Not doing that.
Is that the law?
Yeah, we're deep diving fauna boys.
Deep diving pharma boys. I hear a creature!
We are big pharma.
We are big pharma. I hear a creature.
This is what Pfizer does.
Oh, I found a full body. Oh shit, yes I am.
I realized I'm going into the vent, and they're just like a labyrinth.
I'm really lost in the vent as well. I don't like it.
I am in a room. Hey.
There's a. Ah! Blob! Where's the fucking stun gun? And the creature is taking our stuff! He took our body bag!
Oh hey there.
No! Help me!
She's outside, I think.
Help me! He's coming near us! He's coming near the ship! No, it's not okay! The child is stealing our cart! I've got the stun gun! No, it ate me! Where's the stun gun? It ate me through the ship! Help! Guys! Help! It's outside, please! It ate me through the ship! Please, no, I don't want to. Oh, God!
Ah, this baby stole my thing. Where is it?
I'm gonna die. I have less than. Okay, I'm at 20%. It could just eat me through the door. All right, here we go. Remember me. At least take my body, yeah.
Oh shit! What's that?
I'm gonna check this area out because oh, we got
It's a
another
police
thing here,
robot.
please.
Police robot.
Oh.
I haven't got much.
Oh! The police, the teleport toilet is goated. It helped me out.
Look at my body.
Right.
Mousie doesn't want to get eaten. Listen, in this game, no.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Found Mousie.
Oh, there's a big boy. Come on.
How do I pick her up? I can't pick her up.
Yeah!
Yes.
Do you not see the problem?
This way.
Guys, yeah,
That way.
I need help picking up Mousie's body. I
Oh,
can't
thank God there's a
get
button
it out.
Coming,
outside.
coming. Hang on, I need HP first. I'm on 40% HP.
What is that? Oh, it's an amoeba. Oh, God.
Where is Mouse's body? There's a shopping
It's like
cart.
just floating around. The trolley is in the airlock.
Above you, Frau. It's above you.
Let's retrieve Mousie. How do we do that?
Her
I'm trying
body
to
was
find
just
Mousie.
floating. It was just floating around, like right here. I don't see
Oh, I
it
see
anymore.
Did she get like
Yeah, I
nommed?
got it.
You
It's
see
just
it?
a little bit up.
Oh,
Oh, is it up a little? Yeah.
you're getting chased
I
Yeah, I
can't.
can't like. Yeah, I
by
can't
like
get on
the
it.
world's.
Can't retrieve the body. That's a weird one. Oh.
I mean, but if it didn't try and like be a
Can't even
bitch,
punch
but
Mousie's body either. Yeah, we can't retrieve.
No.
Oh, I'm Jason.
Why did you get in there? Don't get in there.
Didn't.
Get-
He's showing his gun again someplace right there saying I can...
oh, there we go.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, I
punch
think
it a
if
bit.
we.
Yeah, we
punch
can't
it
pick it up.
It doesn't like
You
it.
know, I think Mousie's death could have been preventable if we had just helped her out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Time
let's
to
just
leave.
get out. Let's just get out.
I guess we just
You
buy a
don't
donut when we get
fucking
in.
say.
Yeah, I think it's donut time. Come in.
Mousie's death could have been preventable. You don't say.
Where's Sean?
I'm here.
She'll get eaten by the thing.
No, I'm
Where's it?
here.
Okay, let's get
You
out.
in?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just drive it straight into the grinder? Yeah.
Oh, let's get out of here.
See you later.
Hopefully we got a decent amount.
Sea monkey nerds.
Okay.
Plus 17, not bad.
Wow.
Yeah, we buy a donut.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
donut is 48.
That thing ate me through the door.
I'll leave 270.
That's how the door
Oh,
was
is that why we couldn't
closed.
retrieve you?
No, it took me to the middle. Y'all, I don't know where y'all were swimming around, but it was dead center of the big pillar in the middle. On my screen, my
on
body
my
was.
screen.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it
on
was
my
different.
screen, the body was in the middle.
Okay, 270. We can get another CD.
Oh, get
Yeah,
another
put it
CD
in
for
my
the
one.
speed.
Speed boost.
Woo!
Maybe it's gonna make us more quiet?
Maybe.
We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, it does.
Sick.
Yo.
It means that we have a high. We can go faster whilst being stealth still.
Woo!
We can go up to.
Forget stealth
20?
when we
Oh,
We
have.
not
need to
so
turn
good.
off our lights, please.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. N9.
N9 is waste.
J7.
J7 is a police squad.
Ooh, maybe not.
Full
Then.
squad?
Head west. Let's go away from it.
P9 and N9 are waste.
Oh,
You okay?
You okay?
fine, I think.
Lovely.
Insane sound that just came out of you.
K9 is experiments.
Nice. P1.
P1
K9, where's
is a
that?
police ship.
Oh my god. They're next to each other. Head north. We can't do it.
P1's P1's a police ship. K9 is experiments. P1
Well,
is...
if we get caught by the police before we take the experiment, that's fine, right?
It's the stars. Please,
It's
stars.
the stars. The police give us
Oh,
stars.
it's the stars. I don't want stars.
We've already done J7
Stars
before,
and
haven't we?
bullshit.
Yeah. No,
I
E4's
can
new.
go faster if we want to.
Oh,
E4 is experiments.
Okay, head northeast. More easterly. S8. Looks like probably Leviathan.
S8 is... Whale.
Oh, okay. That was J7? Head more north.
J7 is... Police squad.
Oh, dear. Full speed east. Oh my god, they're so fast!
No!
Yeah, head more south. You might just actually get it. There you go. D9.
D9 is a whale.
Okay. T6
A3 is a
fine.
shoal of fish. We don't want that. T6 is also a shoal of fish. W5 is a
There's a
Loch Ness
Leviathan.
monster.
There's no way to avoid it.
God damn it!
P9 is south. South.
Sorry, I was looking at
That's
my
east.
phone.
Head a little bit west.
Little west.
H2 is a police submarine.
Oh my god. Just head west. I don't know what
We're just
P9
doing
is.
stealth. It's fine.
Z0 is waste. P9 is also waste.
M3.
M3 is experiments.
Head north. I think there's an I6.
That is experiments as well.
Ooh. Yeah, just keep on going north then. Slight tinge of east. Only a tap. North again. K1.
K1 is whale minus money.
Alright. L9.
L9 is a kraken.
Oh dear. Head north east. It's gonna be on us. We can probably get away from it.
Yeah, Kraken's
So we've got V5 and
outbound.
T6.
V5 is pile of experiments.
Stop. Head south. That'll do.
T6 is a shoal of fish.
K3.
K3.
F2.
K3 is dolphins.
Okay. Head slightly east.
F2 is experiments.
Head 180 northwest.
And speed.
And speed. F2, go north now. D9. I think I already asked that one, I can't remember.
You mean D9 you said.
Yeah.
D9 is whale.
Okay. There is a wreckage north with a slight tinge of east on it.
Y8 is
Yeah, let's go
dolphins.
with wreckage.
Yeah.
We need some wreckage.
KO is Loch Ness monster.
Okay. Got the
Are we close
T6
to
ahead
the
of us.
wreckage?
Stop now.
T6 is a
Stop
shoal of
now.
fish.
Right.
We in the
Is this
wreckage?
wreckage?
We're in the wreckage. Yep.
Go
Let's
ahead.
go. Now it's a
Drop it at the
good
top.
set.
Ooh.
Like,
Hey, Sir John and Pancake.
Stuff.
we empty the net, you guys go in.
We
you got a little,
experience the horrors.
Yeah.
How
we're
is it
done.
in that? Good.
That's trash. Okay, we got some pizza. We got... There's a face there, you got it. This is just trash. There's that.
That's it.
Cool, you take that in.
Yeah.
I hear a creature.
I found a magical toilet.
I don't know what the fuck that sound is, but
I think he's like a little screechy boy that tries to disorientate.
There's like a thing following. Is that the exploding one? Yeah.
I don't... Yes.
Oh, I stun gunned that twice and it disappeared.
Are
Oh dear.
you good?
I'm okay. I'm just bleeding a lot. I just go back and heal.
What just screamed?
It's something inside where I am. It's like a little snake that disorientates.
I had like a.
Oh, it's this little fucker. Fuck you. Fuck you, you leech.
You can't kill it though, unfortunately.
I'm a little lost, Sean. Where do I go?
I'm further down. Here
Hi.
we are. Hello.
I gotta
There's
fly.
something over here.
My fly's not going off.
Oh. I just punched.
Don't cut tests
PC?
inside. Oh, sick.
Oh, magical toilet.
Where did you go?
I'm still here.
Where?
I'm in the room by the
Oh,
door.
shit.
We need the cutter.
But that says don't.
That's what you use the cutter on.
Oh.
Oh.
What is your issue?
The guy with gun.
What?
Oh, policeman?
Oh, it's police. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Pew pew, this is the police.
You just take his service pistol.
Let's see if I can.
That's such a niche reference!
It didn't do anything.
Can we taser him? He's like made of metal,
No.
right?
But he gets really angry when you try and take the pistol.
Wait, can you actually take the
No.
pistol?
No, you can't. He just blasted me. I'm gonna take the cot into the thing.
I'm just gonna confuse him.
That was my thing. That was my important thing.
I'm gonna try and loot him away. Did we lose someone?
I can find the cart.
It might be inside.
The little guy had the cart, and then I punched him, and then the cart disappeared.
Check inside the ship, it might have glitched in. Ow! Help!
I've got a dead boy. Because I ate an
The
explosion
police dude
somewhere
is so
underground away.
annoying.
Is the cot outside?
Did it glitch through the ship?
I don't know. Oh, that's the policeman.
Should we check in the ship around?
I'll be very, very quick.
I'm gonna check the ship. I'm not
There was like
seeing
a
it.
bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, because this little fucker had the cot and then I punched him.
Oh no! Is it in the wall somehow?
Is it in the walls?
Maybe. Hold on. Let's check outside.
I tried, but this like police guy was angry.
Police guy's going back.
Okay, cool.
I'm checking around the submarine.
Yeah, same.
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that sucks. What the hell? Wait, what the heck is this?
Where are you?
Come up to the top of the submarine?
Yeah?
Do you see this?
A pill?
Why?
A macho?
Why? Oh, the police ship!
It's a flash.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's a flashlight macho.
That's not what it sounded like.
What?
That is not what that sounded like. When you spoke first. Chat backing up here.
Okay, I guess we just
Where's
leave.
Sean?
Is Sean the dead body? No, can't be.
Is Sean gone?
Why is Sean gone?
Sean said he'd be back in a moment, and now he's just gone.
Like just left the session?
No. No, he went back in.
There
He's alive,
he
he's
is.
alive, he's alive!
He's coming in.
There's 2 policemen after me.
We lost the cart with all the stuff
Yeah,
inside
the cart.
of it. The cart is
the cart's
glitched
gone.
into the shed.
Oh, whereabouts?
Like, somewhere over here.
In the airlock, basically.
Damn.
The little guy took the trolley and the airlock, and I punched him, and then the trolley just disappeared.
So we need to get a new
Same.
trolley.
It might just have
It's
to
not
be
too
back in if
expensive.
it was... No, okay.
No, it's not.
Damn.
Not down here, is
64.
it? No.
Get
We're close.
donut.
Hold on. Are you seeing that like I was seeing that? It made this thing
got
go
big.
huge.
It's fucking
Yeah.
massive.
What the
Yeah.
hell? I don't see this.
Shame. No, when somebody picked it up, it went back to normal size.
And then maybe get a
CD?
donut.
Donut.
Oh yeah, we can get a donut.
Yeah. Is there anything that we
Donut.
can...
Close.
Set
The
48.
only thing we need to
Yes.
do for CDs is the depth.
What can we get for 140? Anything?
Get another. There's a body part detector. X-ray module. No, we can't get that.
Body part detector
If
for
we
one of
can-
y'all might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll take one.
There we go. Oh, there's
Come
an
to the
antenna.
fly club.
Can't wait.
What are you gonna name your fly?
Margaret.
Oh yeah, look at him sleeping.
Mm-hmm. He having a little snooze.
Can I shake
Can I
him?
get grappling hook?
Oh my
This is fly
god!
abuse.
Turn your flashlights off, please. So bright.
Yeah, no flashlights in the house.
All right.
Come on, cut down on Lucky Bill.
I think I'm
What to
gonna
do?
call mine Tony.
Tony.
That's a Loch Ness monster.
Darn.
Oh dear. Head east.
L L1. E8 is a shoal of fish.
Don't see it.
So everything sucks.
Okay, what's that? H something? H6?
H6 is a whale.
Slow down. Keep them going then. J7?
J7 is a pile of experiments.
Oh, east south.
C9 is a
Southeast.
police squad.
Okay. Yeah, max speed. Head more south. More east. There you go. J3?
J3 is a whale.
You need to stop. Oh, go. Usually east and speed up. Oh my god. Why did we face south?
That's a kraken.
Well-
Y1 is a kraken.
Oh god damn it. We're gonna get double screwed.
L2.
Floor it!
L2 is a pile of experiments.
Oh, it's where the Kraken is though. F6.
O3 is a pile of experiments as well.
It's off my screen. Oh my god, I think we got double Kraken.
Oh my god!
J3 is a whale.
PO.
F6 is a kraken.
I know.
W5 is a dolphin.
Slow down, just stop a second.
P0 is a whale.
R4.
R4 is dolphins. W5 is
Oh my-
dolphins.
There's nothing here. Just go south.
there we go.
Oh god. Where is... Oh god. W-O...
B4 is Leviathan.
Oh my god. Well, we're going away from it slightly, so that's fine.
W-O is a... Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, right. Max speed.
F5 is Pile of Experiments.
It's next to both the Kraken and...
N5 is also... Wait, no, N5 is...
Stop. What's L6?
N5 is Experiments. L6 is...
Oh my god, it's a Leviathan!
Leviathan! Oh my god!
S5.
S5. S5 is a whale.
Fuck off, stop, please!
E5 is a shoal of fish. D7 is a police squad.
Head west.
P0 is a whale.
Oh my god.
N5 is experiments.
Okay, we could go north then. Let's see if the Loch Ness and Kraken have moved off. It's northeast. There we go. This is disastrous.
Yeah, it's not going well, is
Put some
it?
speed on it, go north. C9.
C9 is dolphins.
Okay. Head north. Easterly, just a tad. WO. More east, it's good.
WO is a Loch Ness Monster.
East. There you go. What is... Oh my god.
T6 is a Leviathan.
Oh god, head south on speed. It's coming!
It's coming close.
I hear it.
Okay, head
Zigzag,
southwest.
we zigzag,
Just
we
head southwest.
zigzag.
Just head southwest.
We zigzag to avoid it.
There's a wreckage like southwest.
I don't think zigzagging works in water. It's not crocodile.
We're gonna head. Oh my god, 10-7. That's a mess, obvious. Right, stop now.
Stop,
Let's get out. Go on.
Do we have anything in there?
Probably not.
So much Leviathan and just bad stuff.
Leviathan. Oh my god.
Well, we did have something in the net once upon a time.
Oh, it's
Oh
actually
my god,
okay.
we got lucky.
Jesus.
Okay, I think that's no. There's yeah, you got that. Okay, good. Nice.
Okay.
All right,
Good
see you on
haul.
the flip side.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
I got pizza. I got me some pizza. I got something for the cart. Ow.
Pizza, pasta, put it in a pot, deliver it.
What is breathing like that?
There's a
Oh, explosions, boy! Help me! Oh god. I'm okay!
That's good.
But there's a...
One of those.
Not
My
again!
ears.
Please, no, not again!
Do we have? We do have a car. Okay.
Well, I've got two heads, so, you know, good time.
Is it following us?
No, he's probably going after Frau. Frau's tasty.
What happened to our stun gun?
Yeah, I need to heal first.
What happened to the stun gun?
Don't know.
Right. Where are you? Okay. We need to go down. There's another limb.
Which what, directly down or?
Yeah. Follow me.
How do we deal with this little shithead?
It's very slow. So there was another generator down here?
I went past it. Oh yeah.
Go my way. Oh, that's Mousie. Oh God! It's bad.
Oh god, no, please help me, please help me, please!
Oh, no, it's going on.
From up there. Where you want.
Remember me?
Go back up.
Oh my god, there's
I need to
two.
heal.
I need to heal as well.
No! No!
Get them out of the blob! Oh god, my game. No! The game just crashed. Oh my god! Hold on.
That went well.
I think you getting eaten by the worm.
Yeah, no, I'm disgusting. It couldn't spit me out.
Oh god.
We had so much loot as well this time.
I
know.
know.
That was
Loads of
good.
it.
Oh my god, yeah, everything just froze and it just crashed out and gave me a report.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
that
sucks.
connection to the host been lost.
Yeah, it full on crashed.
I'm just not very tasty.
Well, I mean, the good thing is that we're close to the end of the stream anyway. We could just go ahead and end here, because otherwise we just have to load up again and get back in and then go.
Yeah,
through.
start from scratch.
20 minutes would
probably.
be enough of like,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
would
I don't
have
think there's
nothing.
a save game currently.
Yeah,
No.
that's probably that, or it has its back to the like right before we went down or something. So
Maybe.
who knows?
It'd be on your side of things, I feel like.
Probably, yeah. But good times.
It was a great game.
It was good.
Yeah,
my
it
yeah.
was
gosh.
great. It was amazing. I really enjoyed that. Let's send you over to Shadow. Y'all, thanks for hanging out with us for Saturday Spookums. Let's see. Sean, you stream
Yes.
channel?
I'm Sean Bean.
Frau?
Not I am Sean Bean.
No.
Can you say you stream as well? I'm pretty sure.
I sometimes stream at Falcon _. Yep.
Okay, and then Kerm, you were just you.
Yeah.
I kind of just here.
The best of us all.
And then I'm over at twitch.tv/Mousie. So thank you for hanging out with us. Say hello to Shadow. And yeah, won't be around next weekend, as next weekend is TwitchCon. So yeah, I hope to see you at TwitchCon. If not, we'll see you the week after. Bye-bye.
Sorry, Dawn Trail's coming out.
Yeah, true.
Bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.